Man, it's hot today. We are down here in Bridgewater on the river view here, the confluence of the Beaver River, and we're going to take a look at some boats today and a little bit of history, which is coming up right here, which is quite interesting. And I don't think a lot of Beaverconians, Pennsylvanian historians, Aaron Burr scholars, Alexander Hamilton scholars are aware of. Well, they might be, but I don't think Ron Chernow talked about this historical plaque coming up here in his book, his huge mammoth biography on Alexander Hamilton, which I highly recommend everyone that has an interest in colonial history reads. But here we are. Built here in Old Sharon were covered kill boats for a proposed expedition by Aaron Burr to annex the American Southwest from Spanish America. Suspicions were aroused against him, and he was tried for treason, but was acquitted. Yes, this is the very same Aaron Burr who challenged Alexander Hamilton to a duel and killed him. How about that? And here is the historic Riverside Bed and Breakfast. It's owned by Mr. Russell, who I've had communication with on Facebook. He's a wonderful man, very knowledgeable about history, especially Beaver County history. I believe he owns this place, and he has rejuvenated it, and it is extraordinary. Historic Riverside, established 1907 Bed and Breakfast. Come check it out if you're ever here in Bridgewater. Let's take a nice walk. As soon as these cars go past, I didn't realize it was going to be so crowded. That's because Mark is filming. Happens every time. I want to see boats, not trucks. There's a nice train going across over there in Rochester. Welcome to Bridgewater. For those of you who grew up in Bridgewater and you may not live here no more, you don't necessarily live in Beaver County, you may live out of state. Some things have changed. Got that nice big boat down here, like that big ferry over there, but it's privately owned. I don't know who owns it. These two houses right here, they're old. They're historic homes. This is the historic neighborhood of Bridgewater, but it's actually relatively new now. But this is private property, so I can't go in here. But these two homes here, I would love to own. Especially the second one here. You should see the backyard. I don't want to go in there and pry and film, but I'll tell you what, it's so lovely. The person that owns this has done an extraordinary job preserving and renovating this lovely home. Just look at that. Just absolutely look at that. Let's go down this way. It's a little cooler. It's really hot. It's like 90 degrees right now here in Beaver County, Pennsylvania. It's really hot. Happy 4th, everyone. I hope you had a good and happy and safe 4th of July. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I didn't film yesterday. I wanted to, but I was just occupied with other things, and I just couldn't get out to film. I didn't go out at all yesterday, actually. I didn't leave my home. Very historic river here. The Beaver River. This was the gateway for Logan's tribes of warriors, Chief Logan, Manakatootha, King Beaver, Shingas, all of them. They all would have had some kind of involvement with this river, as well as their people. Many Indian villages resided through here and over there. This is so historic. I can't even place enough emphasis for indigenous purposes. It's so historic. You can't see that now, but I assure you, so much has been lost because of all of the stuff that we have here now, you know. There's probably so much more buried in the grounds along here, but it's been lost to us because of development. It is regretful to say that, you know, when all this was taking place, all of this development, nobody mustered up enough courage or knowledge to say, hey, by the way, We do know, because we have written records, we do know that there was a lot of Indian activity in this area. Let us dig with care. Upon finding something, we can preserve it. Didn't happen. I'll let you figure it out. It's not hard. As to the reason why. It is nice down here, though. You folks who live in Bridgewater here, it's nice here. I like this area. I really do. There's a beautiful view of the river right there. There's your thumbnail right there. Okay, let's go. Well, no, it's all right. Well, hold on. Maybe we will. I got a duality going on here. I want to show you a couple of homes that I'd like to buy down here, but that's all right. We're coming up to these townhomes, but here, okay, I'll just climb the hill here. Let me see. Okay, so these homes right here, they're very nice. They're new. They were built, I don't know how many years ago. It's not that long ago, but they were priced at $185,000, I think. They're rather small. They do have an upstairs. They're central air, obviously. But I'm picky. If I'm going to pay that kind of money for a home, I want a wood-burning fireplace. And I'm not going to pay that kind of money if I don't have it, so. And I won't buy a home without central air either. Of course, those already have it. That's not even an option for me. If it doesn't have central air, I'm not buying it. You know why? Because I grew up without central air. So those of us who are a certain age remember when there was just, window units in your house. But yeah, I grew up without central air, so I appreciate it. Lovely boats out today, all kinds. Big ones, little ones. Ooh, it's hot. I'm going to go down here and have some lunch because I'm very dehydrated and hot right now. As soon as I'm done with this video. I wish there was some fishing spots on this side, but there isn't. There is over there. If you cross the Rochester Riverfront Park, you can go in there, but as you can see from even here, it's really grown in over there, but there's lots of good fishing spots over there. It's level. They tore a lot of this out, as you can see, to make this passageway here. But that's a nice Chevy. These townhomes too, I looked at them. They're very nice. They're extraordinarily beautiful inside. In my view, they're just very overpriced. The last time I checked, they were $185,000 a piece. They are nice. But again, if I'm going to pay that kind of money, I'm sorry, but I just want I want a wood-burning fireplace. I don't want gas. I want wood. Call me old-fashioned. I don't care. I want what I want. You look around hard enough, you can find wood-burning fireplaces in homes. In some cases, you can find two. You can usually find one in the living room and one in the basement. That's what my uncle has in his house. And he enjoys both of them. He loves them. I want to burn wood. This is very pleasant. Ooh, they've mulched. Nice down here. And these are all the townhomes coming up. I don't know the story with this house next here. It's old. This yellow thing here. It's kind of ugly, but you could tell back in the day it was nice. It was very, very ornate. But I don't know who owns it. Nobody's ever rejuvenated it. But there you go. It's posted, so it appears to be abandoned. But it's a nice house. A little TLC, you can make it look like this one next to it. That looks like a duplex.